Hi, my name is Farooq. Welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to set up Jenkins. This video is actually a second part of our DevOps project in which we will deploy a NodeJS application to our server using Jenkins slave node. So in this video, basically, we will be continuing on a Jenkins server that we have set up in our last video. First, we have to install security, put the security in, because whatever we have done in our last video, it just creates a Jenkins server as is. And as you can see, there is no security in place. So let's set up the security first. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here we have set up security. I come up over here and I have to select here Jenkins own database. And I'm not going to allow user to sign up because it is my internal server. Anyone can do anything. Instead of it, logged in user can do anything. And then after that, leave everything as is. Okay, enable token security. That's it. Now it's asking me to set up a username. So let's set a username. And put the full name. Let's call it Jenkins test server. So it is successful. Now I have to I believe I forget to do something. Okay, now it's fine. So let me test it. If I'm able to browse it, yes, I need to disable this functionality as well. So let's get into it. You have to come up over here, manage Jenkins, and then you have to come to the security part. Logged in user can do anything. Allow anonymous read access. This thing I need to disable. So save, then log out. So whenever someone try to access it, our Jenkins will always be asking to enter the username and password. So this part has been done. So now we have to install plugins. Whatever the plugin are required, I have just put a list of plugins over here. So let's install one by one. Multi-branch source plugin. So I have to come up over here. Actually, there is no update are available because there is no plugin has been installed. So we have to go to available plugins and then search for plugin multi-branch source. So it's going to install the plugin and the needed all sub plugin, you may say, or the prerequisites. So once this all be completed, we get back to it. So this one plugin has been installed. Now I have to install rest of all the plugin. So I need to go to available plugin, copy the next plugin, which is multi-branch pipeline. Pipeline stage view in available plugins. Install this also. Now we are going to install this plugin, SSH agent. And finally SSH build agents. So up until now we have set up the security and we have installed all the plugins that we need to install it to properly do our work. what we want to achieve through it. So next one is to set up Git. We are using multi-branch pipeline. So we'll continue on it. To continue on it, we have to go and to new item. We have to go to the dashboard and the new item. And here we have to put, let's say, test pipeline. And instead of choosing freestyle or the pipeline or the folder, we have to select multi-branch pipeline. That's it. Let's name it NodeJS 101. You could give any name to it. Put the description. And then instead for the branch source, we have to actually set the Git. So instead of Bitbucket or single repository and branch, I'm going to select this Git. So Git is here. Now I have to select the repository, which repository I want to use it here. So if I come up over here, and here is my Git repository. So let's copy it. I'm going to place it here. So Git repository has been done. Now I have to set up the credential, through which credential I'm going to use it. So you have to select the credential. As of now, there is no credential, so I have to add it. So let's say, okay, for the test pipeline, instead of username and password, what I have to do, I have to select SSH username with the private key. That's it. Any ID, like let's put this ID in. Username is actually Git repository name, and then enter the key directly. So in our last video, we have generated a key. So I'm using the same key. Instead of putting the public key, I have to put here private key. Here is my private key. Let me copy it. And here I have to paste it directly like this. If you want, you can put the passphrase, but I'm not going to put anything here. So this has been done. Now I have to select my key that I have placed, and similarly it is going to access my GitHub repository. So I have to add this same SSH keys public key over here. This is the public key. So I have to add the public key over here. Just copied it. If I come up over here, I have to go to setting and then SSH key, and here I have to add a new key. So here just put the title for Jenkins, and I have to put the key here. So let's grab the key. Here is the key. Let's copy it. Come back over here. Just put it. Add the SSH key. Now it is asking put to the authentication. Let me put the authentication code. Now the key has been added here. Now get back to Jenkins and just verify we have put all these values in all branches at the same property. Actually we don't need to change it. And build configuration, actually this pipeline is looking for anything our Jenkins will be looking for Jenkins files in the code repository to identify each branch. Since it is a multi-branch pipeline, so if each branch or any of the branch has this file name Jenkins files in the repository in that branch, it is considered as uh, a valid branch for the multi-branch pipeline. So I have to come over here in my node. See, there is no Jenkins file, but let's test it. I have to before that I have to put the scan multi-branch pipeline. I would like to instead of using the webhooks, I have to scan it every minute. Apply, save, let the pipeline run, and we'll look into it. The logs. So log is saying it's failed. Why it has been failed? It is saying your known host file is not there. Get host key. So there is some error. So how we are going to fix it? First of all, it's a known host file, but get key we have to add it into a known host. So for this we have to go to manage Jenkins, we have to go to security, and in a bottom there is get host key verification configuration. So accept the first connection. I'm just putting it and apply, save, and just reinitiate our pipeline. So let's come up over here, scan multi-branch pipeline. Just check the logs. Okay, host using known host automatically accepted the unseen key, checking the branch, checking the main branch, and it is saying Jenkins file not found. So what I need to do to make it work, I need to add the Jenkins file in the branch which I want it to be do by Jenkins. So Jenkins will scan if this branch is if the branch has the Jenkins file, it will automatically picks up and do the rest of the thing that we have defined in Jenkins. So first thing first, I need to just get the repo. I need to first push the Jenkins files into it. So let me get out of this folder. So let's clone it. So it is done. CD NodeJS 101. Let's check, is there any Jenkins file? There is no Jenkins file. So Jenkins file, the name, it is case sensitive. So I just need to copy the name like this. Here is a name, and you can put anything in here. Actually, this Jenkins file should have groovy code that we will be setting up in our next video. For now, it has to be scanned successfully by Jenkins. I'm just putting it here, a Jenkins file. So just put anything. This is Jenkins file. That's it. Save it. Jenkins file is now here. I need to push it to the repo. So let me do it. Jenkins file added. So branch is main. So there is only one branch. In our later videos, in the next video, we will be creating multi-branch and we'll do the deployment accordingly once this all been set it up. So I have placed the Jenkins file in it. Let's check it. I need to come up over here. Let's scan it. Now it has a Jenkins file. Let's reinitiate our multi-branch pipeline and see what happened. So hopefully it will detect Jenkins file is found, something like that. So it says success, Jenkins file main branch, Jenkins file found, met criteria, no changes detected mean. So it was searching for a Jenkins file, now it has found the Jenkins file. But there is no instruction we have placed inside it. Yes, Node.js 101, there is only one branch. There is only one branch. As of now, only one branch. So it has detected that branch. And it is failed. Why it is failed? If we go inside it and check the console output, it says obtain Jenkins file from here, startup fail, because it is now looking for a groovy code. There is no groovy code that we have placed in that file. Instead, I have just put a random line that this is a Jenkins file. So we have to fix that also. So at least now the Jenkins file has been set up. So as per this, we have added the Jenkins file. Now the next part is we have to add the slave node. To add the slave node, what we have to do, we have to go to dashboard and then manage Jenkins and then go to nodes. Here it has a single node which is a master node or the built-in node on which Jenkins is running, which is, by the way, our Docker container. Now what I'm going to do, Docker container is running on my host machine. This is my host machine. So this host machine, I have to make a slave node where I'm going to deploy our project. So for that, what I have to do, I have to create a new node. Just put the node name. Let me put it local machine and type as a permanent agent. Local machine is there. If you want to put in description, put it. I have to put the number of executors. Number of executor, that means how many concurrent job it can be running on this specific node. Again, whatever the number you are putting here, you have to be careful because it's involved the system resources. So for this, I'm putting it the 10. Whatever the remote directory, it's my machine. So home for is a remote directory. Label, whatever the label means, label you can put anything, but I'm putting here local machine. Again, the same thing. The name and the label is important actually. That I will let you know in the next video when we will be configuring our Groovy code. Usage is use this node as much as possible, and launch method, that is important. There are a couple of launch method. We have to select launch agent via SSH, and whatever our target machine where we need to connect with Jenkins. So in our case, it is our main machine. So it could be any machine like EC2 machine or any virtual machine that you have in your environment. Just the connectivity should be there and SSH port should be there, should be open. So here is the IP. I'm selecting this IP. I come up over here and there is no credential as of now. I have to add the credential, but before it, one necessary thing that you have to keep in your mind, that to connect any machine as an SSH agent to Jenkins node, you must have Java installed on your target machine. Either is EC2 virtual machine. In our case, it is our local machine. So let's see, do I have Java? Yes, I do have. In case if you don't have Java, you have to install the Java. Let me share the command with you. So this is the command that you need to use to install Java. Once Java has been installed, you can continue and you can connect your machine. So here now we have to set the credential to access our target machine. Earlier we have set the credential to access GitHub. Now we have to put the credential in to access our machine. So I have to go to Jenkins. It's not username and password. It's again username with SSH key. Put the ID in. Username. Keep in your mind whatever the username your machine has. Either means in EC2 case, either it is Ubuntu or root, but I have a user here which is my name, which is Farrokh. Farrokh user is here, so I'm just putting Farrokh and treat this username as a secret. No, I would just want to enter the entire secret key, so I have to put a secret key over here. So it's basically saying our Jenkins system is going to access the system using which key pair. So here is the key pair. It's again the same key that we have generated, which we have already used for this key we have already used for get. Now the same key I'm going to key pair I'm going to use it to access my machine. So here I have the key. I have to put it here. Again, I'm not putting any passphrase. That's it. So here again, host key verification strategy instead of known host, and I'm just selecting here manually trusted key verification strategy and require manual verification of the initial connection. That's it. And before continuing, what I need to do, I just need to add a public key into my SSH authorized key of the system. So here is a key that I need to add into this system authorized key. So I have added this. Now I have to come up over here. I need to save it, and it seems to be saved. Let's go inside. Let's click on it, and here it is showing a trust the host key. I'm just putting it. It is asking, do you want to trust it? I said yes. I just want to do it and relaunch the agent. And now you have to come here into the log and check, and it is now saying agent successfully connected and online. So now our agent is also up and online. So if I go to the agent, now it is saying it is online. Since this both built-in node and this local machine on the same system, that is why it's showing the same GB free space. So similarly, by using the same method, you can add to EC2 machine or any virtual machine as a multiple node in here. So we have covered all the points that we have defined in our video. In the next video, we are going to cover how to create Groovy code and initiate this pipeline to automatically deploy our code. And we will be meeting in our next video. Take care.